Shalom CSAIR, and welcome to the Shabbat Channel. We are so excited to bring you this new initiative where we'll bring a little bit of amazing Shabbat music and a little bit of beautiful Shabbat Torah into your homes every week. My name is Ben Fried. I'm the Gladstein Fellow and Rabbinic Intern at CSAIR. You may remember me from such hits as the Elul Channel. I'm very excited to be producing this new initiative for you, and so excited that you're going to have a little bit of CSAIR Shabbat to bring into your homes. For this first week, we're so thrilled to have Rabbi Josh Warshawsky, who's going to be bringing us some beautiful Shabbat music, and then our very own Rabbi Katie Greenberg, who's going to be delivering some beautiful Shabbat and Thanksgiving Torah. I hope you enjoy. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, CSAIR, it's Rabbi Josh Warshawsky. It's great to get to be able to join you, even in this capacity, to get to welcome in Shabbat. I wanted to share with you a melody for Hod V'Hadar, which are words from Psalm 96, words from Kabbalat Shabbat. Hod V'Hadar lefanav, beauty and splendor, majesty before God. Oz v'tiferet b'michtasho, strength and glory in God's holy place, God's sanctuary. And these words are really, really powerful words. This word Hod comes from the word majesty, but when we read about it in the Omer, when we're counting the days of the Omer, we also talk about Hod being humility. And it's interesting that this word Hod is translated both as majesty and beauty, but also as humility. Humility, Hod, coming from the word Hoda'ah, gratitude, acknowledgement. And especially for this week when we're hoping to express a lot of gratitude, to find moments of holiness, even from wherever we are, even though we might be far apart from each other, we're going to hopefully connect through this idea of Hod, of majesty, and of opening up ourselves to acknowledge that there's more out in the world than just each one of us. And the more that we can acknowledge the gifts that we receive, the more open we can be to giving gifts, giving gratitude, bringing our own majesty, our own beauty, the strengths that we carry into the world as well. So the words are Hod V'Hadar lefanav, Oz v'tiferet b'mikdasho. V'Hadar, Hod V'Hadar lefanav, Hod V'Hadar. Hadar lefanav, Hod V'Hadar, Hod V'Hadar. Hod V'Hadar. Hod V'Hadar, Hod V'Hadar lefanav, Hod V'Hadar, Hod V'Hadar lefanav, במקדשו, ותפארת במקדשו, ותפארת במקדשו, ותפארת במקדשו, ותפארת במקדשו. Shabbat Shalom.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I know today is not the day that most of us were hoping for. We're all thinking and longing of Thanksgivings past when we gathered around with friends and family and ate way, way, way too much food together. When we would often take a moment to be grateful for the harvest and the season and the world around us. That's not the Thanksgiving we're getting this year. All of us will be sitting at emptier tables this year. Many of us will be all alone. How can we still find ways to give thanks and be grateful during this Thanksgiving with so much suffering and pain? Jacob, our patriarch, gives us a place to start. We read in this week's Parsha that Jacob woke up and said, "Surely God was in this place and I did not know." It's one of my favorite lines in the whole Torah. So the context of this verse matters of why he's saying it when he does. Jacob has just had to flee from the home of his mother and his father, and he does not know if or when he will ever see them again. This is a man who's described in earlier chapters as Yoshev Ohalim, a sitter in tents. It's the Tanakh's way of saying he was a homebody. Jacob, the man who loved home and wanted to be rooted, is forced away from all he was comfortable with and the people he loves. He is set out on a journey to try to find an uncle he has never met before, and he stops on the way when it gets dark and uses a rock as a pillow. For a homebody, this must have been terrifying. He is alone, and he doesn't even have a tent to sleep in. He's completely exposed. And it's at this place of ultimate discomfort that he's able to encounter God and receives God's blessings. God was in the scariest place for Jacob, when Jacob did not expect it, where Jacob had to pay attention to notice God. And it is in this place where Jacob is able to get blessings from God, abundant blessings. We are all Jacob in some way this year. We feel isolated from those we love and are not sure when we'll get to see them and hug them again. We're scared, not knowing when this journey will ever end. We have all been pushed beyond our comfort zones and into situations we never wanted to face. It feels as if the tents, the structures of our lives have been blown away. And yet, here we are, in this place we least expected. And somehow it is here, in this place, where God is with us. And it is in this place where we find blessings we did not expect. Sivan Rahav Meir, an Israeli journalist who also writes a commentary on the Torah, wrote, quote, "We do not always know in advance where and when we will encounter God. You do not only discover holiness when you plan to. We may be tempted to turn off the situation we find ourselves in, but we may very well miss out on a great deal of goodness hiding beneath the surface." End quote. We are certainly all in a situation we want to turn off. And even so, I want you to take a moment while you're listening to this to think of some piece of goodness you found this year in the midst of everything, and maybe in spite of everything, where you felt a little spark of holiness when you didn't expect it. Was it noticing the different flowers blooming on your street, which I've heard so many of you tell me? Was it reconnecting with an old friend? Was it someone telling you that they loved you? Is it the resilience you have discovered in yourself? Try to think of one blessing that was hiding that you were able to unearth this year. Today, that is our work, to find gratitude in the hidden, unexpected, and find those small blessings. I want to share a poem with you from a Sufi master named Hafiz. It's called, "Where is the Door to the Tavern?" Where is the door to God? In the sound of a barking dog, in the ring of a hammer, in a drop of rain, in the face of everyone I see. It's Hafiz's way of saying God was in this place, and I did not always know. And now I'm choosing to look, and I see God everywhere. On this Thanksgiving, may we all have the courage to see godliness all around us and find gratitude for the hidden blessings. Happy Thanksgiving and Shabbat Shalom.
At the end of each Shabbat Channel episode, we look forward to featuring one of you, our CSAIR members, who will get a chance to say Shabbat Shalom to the community, to perhaps say a l'chaim, anything that you want in the spirit of the kiddish that often happens after the music and the Torah when we all gather together. So for this one, I'm going to take the opportunity to say Shabbat Shalom and Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I hope that you'll all join us for these sidewalk sermons that are going to be going on across Riverdale this Shabbat, and I look forward to seeing all of you again very soon. Shabbat Shalom.